So, Microprose is behind a lot of the legendary games that we all know and love. At least for me, one of my favorite games, Star Trek: Birth of the Federation. They're responsible for my all-time favorite game, and then other legendary games like Civilization 2,
Wow,
B-17,
Star
Flying
Trek Birth of
Fortress.
the Federation is your all-time favorite game?
Oh yeah, forget about it. Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
Wait a minute, Sean. I'm pretty sure you have a different favorite game every other day when I look at your Twitter account.
well, I could tell you the one game that I've bought repeatedly throughout
I
the
don't even
years.
think it
So
reviewed well.
no, I didn't. Well, because the reason why I love that game, and a lot of people in the Trek community love that game, is because like it's a 4X Star Trek game. It's basically like, hey, we want to play like a Star Trek Civilization kind of game where somebody plays the Klingons, somebody plays the Federation, and if you're a Klingon, you can go rampaging around kind of thing. So it kind of satiated, satisfied that thirst that we had, and it was
I'm looking at this screenshot and it looks like Battleship.
Battleship.
It's got hexes and like things. It looks
It's
like
a
that.
it's a 4X game. It's pretty cool from this perspective that it was a way to do a 4X space game with like an official sport 4X space game with the start within the Star Trek universe. Normally people would just
I'm just trolling. I've never played it.
yeah, normally people would just mod games, but no, I mean Microprose. This announcement is big. Not I mean the three games that they talked about, we should get to that in a moment, but Microprose is just a giant of my childhood gaming. I mean, if you ask me like what are my top 20 games of all time, and I was really digging through everything that I've ever played and like looking, I mean, like one of my first memories was watching my dad play Silent Service 2, and
Oh
like you
yeah.
had the keyboard cutout on it, and it was like awesome. It's so exciting just gaming with him. And then Masters of Magic, Civilization 2 was the first one I played. I didn't play Civilization, but come on, Civilization was like the genre defining 4X game. I mean, this is. Then you have Masters of Orion. I mean,
I didn't realize that Sid Meier was one of the founders of Microprose.
yeah, I think he was the co-founder.
Yeah, it was
With
him and some other guy.
Beasley or something like that. I forget the other guy's name. I apologize too because
You got to
what's his
feel
name?
bad for that other guy where everybody's like, oh yeah, Sid Meier.
Bill Steely. Here it is. Bill Steely. I didn't know his name, but here it is. Bill Steely. But just amazing. I mean, they have so many great games like Railroad Tycoon, Red Storm Rising, Silent Service. I mean, I'm now on their Wikipedia page because I looked up Bill Steely. But
Falcon
just
4.0, dude, like the definitive flight
Falcon
sim game
4.0.
that still influences and the maybe to its detriment still influences the flight simming community very heavily. I think you can see a direct correlation between what they tried to do with the simulation of Falcon 4.0 and where flight sims are today. Unfortunately, not on the campaign side, but within sort of like the I want to be able to click every single button in my cockpit and like have to learn how to cold start my jet, and now I have to actually be a PhD to know how to fly this DCS jet.
I think that Micropose is above, but on the same tier as SSI. I mean, I really like a lot of the SSI titles, but I would give the nod to. I mean, they just so much innovation. I know a lot of the innovation came from board games already. So Civilization was a board game first, right? But oh my gosh, Open TTD that we every now and then play, that transport game based on Open. It's Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe, also a Microprose game. It's just crazy the number of games these guys made. XCOM, right? XCOM is originally it was originally Microprose, right? I hope I'm not wrong about that now. But anyways, Microprose has such a legacy of games. That's why it's really cool to see them coming back. And we'll have to see if I don't know. I don't want to railroad this into only my childhood memories. Do you guys also want to share